So, welcome to the debut live chat for the Digital Revolution with Jim Kunkel. First, I want to say I greatly appreciate you joining this session. And as I mentioned, this is the debut audio episode. After this session, I believe that for those of you that have no knowledge on the impact of artificial intelligence or AI, both negatively and importantly positively on cybersecurity, that you'll leave the session with a better understanding. And for those who have knowledge on the topic, that you'll learn and I hope will share with the live chat audience your experiences and knowledge on artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. Before I set up the topic for this live chat, I'd like to cover how you can participate in the live chat. It's really easy. All you have to do is raise your hand, and there's an icon in the chat menu. Also, please feel free to hit any of the emoji reactions to let me know how you're feeling about this live chat. I am recording this session audio for rebroadcasting and to have an archive recording. And once again, the topic is the rise of artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. One of the reasons for the rapid acceleration of cybercrime is the lower barrier to entry for malicious actors. Cybercriminals have evolved their business models, now incorporating the large use of models like ChatGPT to write malicious code. This is just one aspect of the potential challenges to cybersecurity. Now, because of these threats, all business leaders in today's digital world must be knowledgeable about the developments of artificial intelligence or AI in cybersecurity. And according to Forbes, 76% of enterprises have prioritized AI and machine learning in their IT budgets. Now, this trend is driven by the increasing volume of data that needs to be analyzed to identify and mitigate cyber threats, among other reasons. Connected devices in particular could generate 79 zettabytes of data by 2025. Now, this is an impossible figure for the human mind to analyze manually. As a result, AI is becoming an essential tool in the fight against cybercrime. Now, this is supported by BlackBerry's recent research that found that the majority, 82% of IT decision makers plan to invest in AI-driven cybersecurity in the next 2 years, and that almost half, 48%, plan to invest before the end of this year, 2023. Like any powerful technology, however, there are potential dangers associated with the improper use of AI. BlackBerry also surfaced that top concerns for misuse of ChatGPT revolve around social engineering, and that's creating highly convincing and difficult to detect phishing emails and skilling up less experienced hackers to become more effective with their attacks. Of greater concern is the potential for malicious actors to use AI to spread malware and other cyber threats. Yet with ChatGPT, the code it produces is far from perfect. In some instances, it might be able to get you 80% of the way there, but not all the way enough to get to the finish line. With coding, it's an all or nothing endeavor. If the code is incomplete, it won't work. This means that it requires the last mile of human intelligence and refinement to make things work effectively. Now, taking this into consideration is perhaps not a big threat as really the headlines are claiming today. Now, however, it is important to recognize that while the intersection of cybersecurity and AI has recently focused on the negative aspects of the technology, it's worth reminding ourselves that AI can also be used to help protect us. For example, you want to consider some of the following cases. The first case that I identified was AI having the ability to make inferences, recognize patterns, and perform proactive actions on the user's behalf. In other words, it sees things, it starts to create little actions to help protect you. Now, that'll extend our ability to shield ourselves from online threats by automating incident response, streamlining threat hunting, and analyzing large amounts of data. AI can help improve cybersecurity, and recent advances in computing power and scalability well, that's been providing a real promising opportunity for the future of AI to help us stay safer online. A second case I identified is where AI can provide continuous monitoring, which is essential for modern cybersecurity. AI-powered cybersecurity tools are designed to identify and detect attacks in real time and can automate the incident response process. They can also help human security experts identify emerging threats, the trends from those attacks, and then also enabling the users to take preventative action. Case number 3, AI can help identify false positives, which is a major challenge for human analysts. This not only reduces the burden on human analysts, but it also makes threat detection and analysis more accurate and also efficient. Case 4 is where AI can be used to strengthen access control measures. Machine learning algorithms can identify behaviors and patterns and flag suspicious login attempts, making it easier to identify potential security breaches. And then AI-powered solutions can also be used to improve password management by automatically identifying weak passwords and requiring users to choose stronger ones. And then finally, case number 5 that I found is where AI could be used to mitigate insider threats, which are a significant challenge for organizations. By analyzing user behavior, AI-powered solutions can identify employees who might be engaging in malicious activities, and this can help prevent data breaches and other security instances. Now, let's talk about a few advantages and applications of using AI in cybersecurity. First is going to be talking about detecting new threats. AI can be used to spot cyber threats and possibly malicious activities. Now, traditional software systems simply cannot keep pace with the sheer number of new malware created every week. So this is an area where AI can really help us. By using sophisticated algorithms, AI systems are being trained to detect malware, run pattern recognition, and detect even the smallest behaviors of malware or ransomware attacks before it enters the system. AI allows for superior predictive intelligence with natural language processing, which curates data on its own by scrapping through articles, news, and studies on cyber threats. Now, this can give intelligence on new occurrences, cyber attacks, and prevention strategies. After all, cyber criminals follow trends too. So what's popular with them changes constantly. AI-based cybersecurity systems can provide the latest knowledge of global as well as industry-specific dangers to better formulate virtual prioritization decisions based not merely on what could be used to attack your system, but based on what is most likely to be used to attack your systems. A second thing is going to be battle bots. Bots can make up a huge chunk of internet traffic today, and they can be very dangerous, from account takeovers with stolen credentials to bogus account creation and data fraud bots. They can be a real menace. You can tackle automated threats with manual responses alone, but AI and machine learning will help better a thorough understanding of website traffic and distinguish between good bots like search engine crawlers and bad bots, and also humans who are performing attacks. Now, AI enables us to analyze a vast amount of data and allows cybersecurity teams to adapt their strategy to a continually altering landscape. Next is going to be on breach risk prediction. AI systems help determine the IT asset inventory, which is an accurate and detailed record of all devices, users, and applications with different levels of access to various systems. Now, considering the asset inventory and threat exposure, as I mentioned before, AI-based systems can predict how and where you're most likely to be compromised so that you can plan and allocate resources towards areas of most vulnerable areas that could be attacked. And prescriptive insights from AI-based analysis enables you to configure and improve controls and processes to reinforce your cyber resilience. Better endpoint protection. The number of devices used for working remotely is fast increasing, and AI has a crucial role in playing in securing all those endpoints. Now, there are antivirus solutions and VPNs that can really help against remote malware and ransomware attacks, but they're all often work based on signatures. That means in order to stay protected against these latest threats, it becomes necessary to keep up with signature definitions. This can be a concern if virus definitions lag behind, either because of a failure of an update of the antivirus solution or a lack of awareness from a software vendor. So if a new type of malware attack occurs, signature protection may not be enough to protect you against it. Now, research in the role of AI in cybersecurity has really shown where there is a future of strengthening cybersecurity defenses with the use of AI, and it's very much urgent for modern enterprises. Now, a survey was conducted of 850 executives from cybersecurity, IT, information security, IT operations across 10 different countries. And this was by Compagnie Research Institute. And in it, the executives believe that AI-enabled response is necessary because, as they say, cyberpunks are already leveraging AI tech to execute cyber attacks. And a lot of this kind of relates to having ChatGPT to help. But as we start to get down the road of quantum computing, quantum computers will now have the ability where they run simultaneously, billions of computations and millions of computations happening at the same time, that within probably a matter of minutes, they could pick apart passwords and login IDs and things like that. So it's there's a lot of potential threat, especially when we start to see the development of more economical and cost-effective, let's say that, affordability on the quantum computing level. Now, some of the report's key takeaways included that 3 out of 4 surveyed executives say that AI allows their organization to respond faster to breaches. 69% of organizations think AI is necessary to respond to cyber attacks. And 3 in 5 firms say that using AI improves the accuracy and efficiency of cyber analysis. As networks become larger and data becomes more complex, AI provides better solutions to an organization's cybersecurity needs. Simply put, humans aren't capable of handling the growing complexity on their own, and sooner or later, the use of AI becomes inevitable. The advantages discussed during this live chat are just a small sampling of the potential of AI in improving cybersecurity. Now, however, as with anything, there's also some downsides to using AI in this field. In order to build and maintain an AI system, organizations would need substantially more resources and financial investments. And furthermore, as AI systems are trained using data sets, you must acquire many distinct sets of malware codes, non-malicious codes, and also abnormalities out there. According to all these data sets, is time intensive and requires investments that most organizations really at this point cannot afford. Without huge volumes of data and events, AI systems can render incorrect results and or false positives, and getting inaccurate data and unreliable sources can even backfire. Another major downside is that cybercriminals can also use AI to analyze their malware and launch more advanced attacks, which brings us to this next point, that AI can be used by cybersecurity professionals to reinforce cybersecurity's best practice, minimize the attack surface rather than continually being on the lookout for malicious activity. On the flip side, cybercriminals can take advantage of these same AI systems for malicious purposes. Adversarial AI causes machine learning models to misinterpret inputs into the system and behave in a way that's favorable to the attacker. Now, again, that's going to be basically hacking that machine learning part. For example, an iPhone's Face ID access feature uses neural networks to recognize faces, making it susceptible to adversarial AI attacks. hackers could construct adversarial images to bypass the Face ID security features and easily continue their attack without drawing any attention. AI is fast emerging as a must-have technology for enhancing the performance of IT security systems, and humans no longer can scale to sufficient, secure, or enterprise-level attack. And AI gives the much-needed analysis and threat identification that could be used by security professionals to minimize breach risk and enhance security posture. Moreover, AI can help discover and prioritize risk, direct incident response, and identify malware attacks before they come into the picture. So even with the potential downsides, AI will serve to drive cybersecurity forward and help organizations create a more robust security posture. It is important for business leaders to recognize the potential dangers and benefits of using AI in cybersecurity and consider the ethics of implementing AI-based solutions. While it's crucial to be vigilant against weaponized use of AI, it's equally, if not more important, to recognize the potential of AI to improve cybersecurity and benefit society as a whole. So I really appreciate everyone joining this session. And as I mentioned, this is the debut of the digital revolution. Next Tuesday, I will have another session, and it's going to be on Industry 4.0. And what that's going to be talking about is the industrialization of AI and where we're looking at in the future of AI when it comes to industry. And so I'm really looking forward to having a great conversation on that topic next Tuesday. I greatly appreciate everyone joining on this debut session. As I mentioned earlier, I will be taking this audio recording and I will put it back out onto social media and also onto the Digital Revolution YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone.